Hey everyone, welcome back to Williamson Ridge Outdoors. As you can see, we're out here at the hayfield. This is actually our third cut, and I don't have any footage of getting the third cut and tedding and all that kind of stuff because we are under such time restraints that I've just not had time to set up a camera or do any of that stuff. But I did want to do this real quick and do a real quick video of our Enorossi Caddy 8 V-Rake. We've had this thing 3 cuts now, and I just kind of wanted to show you real quick my thoughts about it, kind of get it set up and ready to rake, because that's actually what we're doing right now. You can't hardly see it out there, but there is hay laying out here on the field, and it is actually 5 o'clock in the evening. So once again, I'm trying to beat the dark and try to get this field raked up and get it baled this evening and picked up before the dew sets, so I'm really pressed on time. So I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to show you one feature that I've learned about it while I've been using it over the last couple months that has made me now very satisfied with this rake. So right now we have the rake in travel position. We've got the chain hooked up there and everything's pulled in. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing ready to use. If you're going to use the kicker, you got to pull out this stop right here on the hydraulic cylinder for the kicker. Whenever I was first using this thing, I was a little bit dissatisfied. It was 100% better than my old one, but I was still a little bit dissatisfied with it. I figured out why that I was. So we've got everything ready to go. It's in operating position. I pulled the locks out on the arms so that they'll free float now. So now that I've got everything laid out, we got one more thing to do to make this thing set up perfect. And this is such a simple thing. I'm sure that, you know, I may have read this in the manual. Maybe I just skipped over that part or didn't remember it or something. And it took me 2 cuts to realize how to get this to work. So if you notice, this thing has these valves on it right here. And right now they're actually in the travel mode. So if you flip them down, now they're in the working mode. And so what that does is whenever you hit your hydraulics on your tractor and you are running your rake through the field, when you get to the end of your row, when you need to pick it up, you can push your lever and they will pick up and stop automatically. And they won't overshoot and they won't pull all the way back up to travel mode. So what happens is you can see how they kind of move independently. For instance, I'm going to lift it up. So you can see one side come up before the other. And before, the low side was staying down on the ground and you drag that through your windrows. And if you kept trying to raise it, then this side would come all the way up and get up there and flip back into the travel mode. But with those levers flipped, it stops automatically, and then it allows the other one to pick up and only goes to that point, so it doesn't pull it up there too far. So when you get to the end of that windrow, they'll come up. You don't even have to really be looking at it, and then when you get turned around, you can drop them back down and rake the other direction. So I know that seems like a super simple thing, and people that used these rakes before would probably know that without any question. But I'm new to this, and I've only been doing this for a few years. This was my first V-Rake, so I had no idea. And I'm like every other guy out there, it seems like, and I don't read the directions. I looked through the manual. I thought I read all the directions, but evidently I missed over that part of it. Now that I've figured that out, I'm extremely satisfied with this rake. I can rake 7 acres in about 40 minutes. It is so fast. My old one would take me 2.5 hours to do it. So the difference, like, it's just hands down, this is so much better. And I know there's higher grades of V-Rakes, but for my purpose, this works out great. I just wanted to make this video real quick before I started raking hay. Anyways, I appreciate you watching today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Follow along with us for all the stuff we got going on around the property, and thanks for watching.